Alright everybody, welcome back to another turn of Operation Stonewall. This is going to be turn 18 for the Comintern, January of 1945. I'm aware of no housekeeping to address, so let's just jump straight into the CCP turn. We have 4 to spend, and we're going to be spending 3 on a cavalry, saving 1. For combat movements, we will take Sikang with 1 infantry, take Szechuan with the rest of this army stack, which is 13 infantry. And we have no non-combat movements, so we'll place our cavalry in Xinjiang. We'll be recruiting at a 6 or less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a hit. We'll do another infantry in Xinjiang, and then we'll upgrade this militia here with the supplies sent in on the previous Soviet turn. Okay, just collect 2, and the CCP are done. So we'll move over to the Soviets, and we'll start, as always, with the tech rolls. We'll be rolling for advanced mechanized infantry and advanced artillery at hitting on a 7 or higher. Hit on mech, miss on artillery. And then we'll also be rolling for jet fighters and strat rockets. Jet fighters hitting at an 8 or higher, and rockets hitting at a 9 or higher. Oh no, neither of them. Okay, on to the diplomacy. We're going to be withdrawing our diplomat from Turkey. For no reason in particular, they're perfectly safe, they don't need to worry about an invasion. We'll be rolling for diplomacy on Norway and Ireland, and also Brazil. Misses on all of them. For purchases, we have 54 to spend, and we're going to spend it all. We're buying a naval transport, an infantry, 2 airborne, an artillery, a marine, an air transport, a medium armor, a militia upgrade. This militia upgrade was received via Lindley from Anzac last turn. We're going to be rush building 1 airfield, beginning construction on another airfield, and upgrading 1 minor factory to a medium factory for 7 IPP. So that's what we're placing down this turn. Okay. For the combats, we only have a few on this one. We're going to be going all in as hard as we can on an invasion of Istanbul. We've got 1 Marine from Transcaucasia boarding the naval transport in M11, joined by an infantry from Crimea, and they're going to be moving over with the rest of the Navy into M10 and conducting an amphibious assault there. And the heavy cruisers are also going to be bombarding in that. There's going to be 1 airborne infantry in Transcaucasia aboard an air transport flying 123 into Istanbul, and an air transport in Donetsk Kuban picking up an airborne infantry and also moving 123 into Istanbul. The majority of the 14th Air, that's 4 fighters and 1 medium bomber, are flying 1-2 to Istanbul. We've got 1 fighter from southern Ukraine flying into central Romania and attacking or escorting strategic bombing. The medium bomber in Smolensk is flying 1, 2, 3, 4, and conducting a strategic bombing of the rail connection to Hungary. We've got 1 mechanized infantry from Smolensk driving to Bessarabia, motor infantry and artillery from eastern Ukraine going to Bessarabia, 1 infantry from western Ukraine into Bessarabia, 5 infantry from western Ukraine into eastern Poland, 6 infantry and a AAA from Lubelski into East Poland. We've got 4 motor infantry, 3 artillery, and a AAA driving from eastern Ukraine into eastern Poland. And we'll keep those on a separate task force marker still, because of their mobility. We've got a medium armor, a self-propelled artillery, and a mechanized infantry from Kyiv into East Poland. That's all our combats. No convoy rating. There is convoy rating. Forgot to lay these die out. We've got 2 submarines in P41, convoy rating in P15. The third one is not going anywhere right now. I think with that we can... I did miss another combat. We've got everything in Buryatia attacking Cheetah. That is 8 militia, 6 infantry, 2 medium armor, 1 marine, and 2 cavalry, and 1 fighter. With that, we can go ahead and start rolling these out. I'll start with the convoy rating, lest I forget once more. We'll just use these die again. Orange is going to be Japan, which has, I believe, just a +1 for LRA. Yeah, for now. So the green die, representing the Soviet submarine, it has a net bonus of +1. Here's the first sub. No damage. Second sub. Also no damage. Oh well. Then we'll do this other combat in the east. Got 1 militia defending, lots attacking. Medium armor. That's a fighter. And then 2 medium armor. There's a hit. And in defense, we've got 1 militia rolling. That's a miss. Okay, so that battle's over. The fighter's going to land back in Buryatia. Alright, moving over, we'll go north to south. So we'll start in East Poland. We have 4 motor infantry, 7 non-boosted infantry, 5 boosted infantry, 4 boosted infantry, and 1 mech infantry, rather. 4 artillery, and a medium tank rolling in attack. So roll for the infantry and motor infantry at 2 or less. 1 hit. Yep, 1 hit. Oh, the artillery get first strike. 4 artillery at first, striking at 3. No hits there. Okay. 5 rolling at 3. That's 4 boosted infantry and 1 mechanized infantry. We got 1 hit. And then in defense we have a elite airborne at 3 and an infantry at 4. 2 hits. Okay. Hopefully that's all their hits for the turn. What we'll do there is lose to... We're going to lose 1 motor infantry and 1 infantry. For our 2 losses there. Okay. Moving on to Bessarabia. We've got 1 motor infantry at 2, 1 boosted infantry at 3, mechanized infantry at 3, and artillery for striking at 3. That's a miss. We've got 2 infantry defending at 4 and a fighter at 6. The fighter for the Germans has chosen to scramble into the combat of Bessarabia. For the rest of the attack, 2 hits, okay. And in defense, 1 hit. Fantastic. I do believe we just might keep pressing after that one. We'll lose the motor infantry. Let me think about it for a moment. Yeah, I'm definitely pressing. Got 3, 3, 3. They're all at 3 now. Versus a 6 in defense. Hit in defense, but not in attack. Okay. I'm gonna lose the infantry and keep going. Yay, we killed the fighter, no losses. So Bessarabia has been captured. Well, that's very nice. I did not expect that when he said to scramble. Okay, and then lastly, we have this bombing. No result is possible. Actually, we do have different results possible. We're going to roll a d6. If it hits a 1, there's only 1 damage. Anything else gives 2 damage. There we go, 2 damage. Alright. Lastly, we have Istanbul, which could also go poorly. I do need to land these aircraft. Both of them are landing in western Ukraine. The fighter 1, 2, 3, 4. The 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and the medium bomber 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the airfield. Okay. On to Istanbul. We do have 2 bombarding heavy cruisers rolling at 1, and 3 coastal artillery defending at a 3. Okay, no hits anywhere, but honestly, that's about as good as I could expect. Okay, on to the combat itself. We have 2 first strike fort rolls at 5 or less. No hits, fantastic. Okay, and on to the combat itself. We have 2 infantry class units rolling at 1 in the mountains, 2 airborne rolling at 2 on the first round, 4 fighters, 1 medium bomber versus 3 infantry rolling at 6 on the first round for the fortification. Okay, so the infantry class units, no hits, and then the aircraft. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Okay, we got the clear, and then we've got 3 units rolling back at 6. 2 hits. I'm very pleased with that. We'll lose the marine and the infantry, and we capture Istanbul. Okay. I'll make sure this is all cleaned up before everything gets sent along. Let's land our aircraft here. One of the aircraft flew 123, flying 456 back to Transcaucasia. The other one flew 123, 456, landing in Kyiv. The fourth is all landing in southern Ukraine, 1234. Okay, that's all of our combat roles. So we can move on to our non-combat movement phase, I believe. Yeah. Got one submarine in P-41 moving into P-32. Tank in Angara moving to Buryatia. We've got an infantry from Transcaucasia railing to Buryatia, and airborne from Donetsk-Kuban railing. To Buryatia. Alright. We've got one militia from North Caucasia to Transcaucasia. A medium tank from Crimea to southern Ukraine. Two militia from Kyiv to southern Ukraine. Two infantry from eastern Ukraine into western Ukraine. We've got three medium tanks and a mech infantry from Kursk into western Ukraine. We've got one infantry from Donetsk-Kuban into Taurida, and the other one is crossing the narrow crossing into Crimea. That should be everything. I'm going to move an infantry from Madrid to Catalonia. Fantastic. Okay, with that, we should be able to place our buys and collect our income. So we're going to do a air transport in Moscow, International Brigade in Moscow, medium armor in Angara, two militia upgrades in this army that just attacked Cheetah. Okay, we've got naval transport that's going to be built in port in Leningrad. Infantry in Leningrad. Airborne in Kyiv. Marines in Transcaucasia. Airborne in Transcaucasia. Artillery in Transcaucasia. And we're going to upgrade the factory in Kyiv. That we've got an air base being rush built in southern Ukraine. That's just a complete air base. But we do also have an air base being started in Lithuania. Oh, wrong side of the board. All right. That should be everything. Yeah, so we can collect our income. We have a base income now of 51. We do get Lend-Lease. And 3 for Propaganda Wars, that's a +5, bringing us to 56. And with that, we can leave things there, pass things back over to Be Nasty for Japan, and say best of luck on your next rolls.